Just be reminded. Ugh. I need to be reminded today. We all need to be reminded. And so this chapter is a chapter that's talking about creating rhythms and habits in your life where you can be reminded of the promises of God. I believe that this is something that God is just working in my character, that He wants me to grab a hold of in every season. At times, I feel like, oh God, I'm grasping for straws in this season. It's everything that I can do to hang on to your word and your promise. But those rhythms and those lifestyles and those character qualities that help us remind ourselves of who God says He is and what He says He's going to do on our behalf. Let me tell you that those bring strength and bring hope and bring victory in the seasons of our lives when we need them. And so this chapter is about just be reminded. Just develop a character quality where you are reminding yourself often what the promises of God are. I start out and I talk about some promises that I have written in my house that I believe honestly are for you, that God wants to speak to your heart. And they're found in Jeremiah, and they are verses that I have prayed over, that I have fasted over, that I've prayed over again, that I've written on my cupboards, that I just have all over my home, in my journal, my Bible. And they're promises that really I have prayed, and God has brought strength to my heart through certain seasons of my life through these promises. And I believe that these promises are for you. I believe that God wants to work something deep in you, wants to deposit some promises in you today. I believe that He wants you to be reminded of who He is, that He is working behind the scenes for your good, that He is available and ready to give you wisdom in every and any situation you find yourself in, that He has a future in store for you that will far surpass your hopes, dreams, or expectations. It in fact is the future that you hope for. This is the God that we serve. And unless we remind ourselves of these promises, I feel like our brains and our minds and our busyness and our culture will just slowly just turn our focus away from who and what God is in your life. And so be blessed by these promises. Grab a hot cup of tea like me. If you were here, I would give you tea in one of my favorite mugs, and give you a slice of this banana bread that I've been eating, and make you feel at home with a warm, cozy blanket, and let you know that you are so loved, you are so valued, and reminded. And I would remind you today of the promises that God has for your life. So what, in the end, after you read this chapter, what are some promises you need to hang on to? And I love it because no matter what season I've walked through, these promises are like great for every single season. If I'm on top of the world, if I'm in the deepest valley, if the kids are being amazing, if the kids are fighting all day, these promises are ones that I can hang on to in every season, and I know you can do the same. So just be reminded today.